We build a wall section with drywall, and we also learn how to fix and repair a toilet as well as a sink. And we also learn the basics of electricity, how to wire like outlets if you wanted to do something in your house. If something goes wrong in my house, like my toilet is like flooding or whatever, I have the basics to fix it.
Good course to take, I would definitely recommend it.
I'm really happy that I took this course because it provided me with like life lessons that I can take with me.
I'm teaching metals since I started here, since 2014. So this is my 4th year teaching metals. Oh, it's probably one of my favorite classes. Metal fabrication is an awesome class. It's a great class for kids to take. They get a lot of hands-on fabrication experience. About my job is that I don't feel like I'm working. I come in each day, I'm not dreading coming in. I'm usually one of the first teachers here, usually one of the last teachers to leave. And I just build stuff all day, help kids build stuff all day. It's really just a great experience all around. I'll teach metals for another 31 years, and then I would like to think that I'll be out of here by then. I think it's very important skill for kids to have. There's a big push right now in the industry world, and I believe giving kids the opportunity to see that hands-on experience with working with metal fabrication and machining, I hope to motivate some of them to look into that industry and into those industries and hopefully find themselves a nice paying job in that field.
I took metals because when I was in middle school, I wanted to work in the metal shop, but we only had the wood shop to work in, and I've always wanted to learn how to weld and stuff. I would recommend it because it's a fun shop class to take, and if you don't really know how to work, if you don't really like working in shop, you don't want to take it.
Says I really enjoyed this class. It allowed me to be creative and innovative. Not only does it give you like a sense of accomplishment, it gives you like you can look back on it and just see a project that you made like in your house or like something made by you. Most people don't take tech ed classes because they think it's going to be too hard or like something that they're not into, but like I feel like everybody should try it because you never know what you can make, and like once you have your project, you can if you make something that's like useful, like a bench or like a table or like anything, you can have it and you can have it in your house for years and use it, and it's cool because you made it, and it's just people should give it a try.
I teach intro to metals, intro to wood, metal productions and wood productions. Why should you take them? Well, they're hands-on classes, no homework. You get to make things.
This class teaches us how to use machines that are computer program aided so that you can make your own projects from online. Like you could take a picture off online and turn it into some physical project. It's precise.
There's no homework, so that's nice. And I don't know, it gives you room to be creative, so you can just do whatever, be as creative as you want.
In this class we utilize Corel Draw, we use SolidWorks, which is another 3D drawing program, and we use the laser engraver, the CNC router, and we have X robots that we can put together and program.
like I said, a great opportunity. If you're ever interested in electronics or anything like that, there is no reason to not pursue your interest in anything regarding any interest you have.
You can build a bunch of stuff. I built a wine bottle holder for my parents, and it was their Christmas gift, and they really liked that. I drew it up on SolidWorks, and then I used a CNC machine to do the holder parts.
So what I did is I found a picture online and I put it into CorelDRAW. You can take pieces of that picture and take them out. You can separate the pieces. And then what I did is make sure there's no lines, nothing else that the CNC router will cut accidentally. So that's all one Vex image per se, which is just a black image. And so I converted it into that and then put it on a flash drive and put it in the CNC router. Put it into NRoute, which will computer program your piece, your drawing, and it cut it out.
I don't know, it involves a lot of step planning. It's sort of like if you ever played with Legos when you were a kid, it's like adult Legos.
So the architecture class is a really cool class where students engage with the principles of design, drawing to scale, understanding building code, work triangles, materials, the way structures are built, and then using these computers to draw up floor plans and make three-dimensional houses.
It's pretty interesting because it's not just like building a house on the computer. You're also learning like the codes of what you need to meet. You're learning what looks wrong. Like you're learning about like a work triangle, how the sink and the stove and the fridge all need to like connect to each other. And you're also learning how to like meet a client's needs. Like you're sitting down with a client, talking to him, finding out what he needs, and trying to meet those needs. Even if you're not going to be an architect, it's still helpful because most jobs that you like work for somebody, you need to meet their needs because they're your client, and this helps with that. And because if you ever have a house that you need to paint or anything, or like get furniture for that house, you need to make sure it looks nice with the rest of the room.
Some of the skills that students will take with them after this course will certainly be principles of design, aesthetics, being able to draw a blueprint of just about anything.
I tell them that they should go for it. It's a good experience to take.
The teacher's fun. The class is very like laid back and it's nice.
It's a fun class. You learn a lot about computers and how to like do different animations.
And all of a sudden, one of the players hits his first ball and the baseball bat breaks. The bat and the baseball look at each other in fear. The crowd goes wild, ah! But the baseball's going too far. It hits out of the city and into a window. With the crowd still cheering, the bat is looking all around for baseball.
I don't even know how to use Photoshop or anything else like that, but the moment that you started actually continuing and teaching us more advanced technologies, it actually helped a lot because I still retained the easy stuff, but as the harder stuff got forward, I'm like, this is actually really easy. So
this is a very good learning experience, and I think that a lot of people need to have computer animation class.
I already wanted to become a computer animator. It's either that or a video game designer, so this class helps me in my future. And now that I know how to use Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, After Effects, it makes it so much easier for what direction I'm going into.
Oh, I think it's really helpful to, teach kids how to really, first of all, use the computer, and then do certain things with the computer, animate, kind of bring what your ideas to life.
In the morning, it's just a great way to start off my day. It's not too hard, but it is challenging in a way. It's just a nice added little bonus. That's a fun class to have, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it to some of my friends.
Take the course. You might like it, you might not, but either way, you'll have a fun time, no matter how you look at it, because Sty's a pretty cool teacher, and you probably got more friends than you think in the class.
Yeah.
I just like saying my name. Hi, my name's Alexis.
What did you do in media arts class?
In media arts class, I film videos, edit, yeah.
What was your favorite part of media arts class?
So far, editing, going out, finding people, talking to people.
Would you recommend this class to other people?
Yeah, I would recommend it. Super fun, editing's fun.
Well, in this class, you make the video announcements and you make little short projects along the way. Oh, I love it. I love having the skills to learn how to edit videos, how to film. I feel like it's a really nice and necessary skill to have.
What was your favorite part of the class?
My favorite part of the class, I'd have to say, was making the PSA, because that was a lot of fun to film. I definitely would. I would recommend it to those who want to get a feel for filming and editing, and maybe those who want to start their own YouTube channel.
What I want to get out of this class is I want to see how to design some of these parts and how to use some of these computers, and just to get a little snippet of that.
Go right ahead. It's a fun class, you learn a lot, and it's very helpful for future. It's very helpful for your future, and pretty much whatever type of future you're taking.
My favorite aspects of engineering design were all the hands-on things. I'm not a huge person into technology, so it's really cool when you work with other people and collaborate to make an amazing project. and then test that project out to see how well you did. Because, you know, it's a competition. You got to beat the other person first before you can do it. So that's really fun, and you come up with really creative ideas, which also is pretty amazing. So.
Engineering 2 is for the students who enjoyed hands-on challenges in Engineering 1 and love working out three-dimensional parts in industry-standard program SolidWorks.
Engineering Design 2 really helps prepare you for, not necessarily, you might not, if you want to do engineering, you might not necessarily be drafted and all that, but the problem-solving abilities that you'll learn and cultivate in this class really help, I think, prepare you for engineering and other, it doesn't have to be engineering, it could be like medicine or, I don't know, accounting, or just, you know, any job that needs problem-solving skills.
SolidWorks projects are a bit more challenging, where you really get the opportunity to learn the program on a deeper level, printing out working engineering drawings and creating assemblies. There's also the opportunity to be creative and get after design challenges that prompt students to invent and print static and working parts to solve problems. If you're interested in engineering career and appreciate problem solving, this class may be for you.
You further what you've learned in Engineering Design 1, you work on projects, you work with SolidWorks and other drafting programs. It's basically Engineering Design 1, but more fun, pretty much. You get more freedom to do what you want.
It's a fun class, great teacher. Just be prepared to work.
Inventionland is a really unique course that takes all the facets of being able to invent things and structures it into a 9-step process that students engage with. Students go through this 9-step process and come out with a working prototype that they're able to present to a group of people.
A really good class to take. You learn some good skills on SolidWorks and in creating commercials. And you get to invent something that might be real helpful to you. It's hard at first to think of a material to create it out of, because we started out with cardboard and paper, and then we finally got leather, and we created our design, and it works pretty well, I think.
It doesn't allow the tip to be pushed anymore, because, you know, there's like aggressive kids who just take it and just smear all over the board. Well, this basically prevents it, and I'm just calling it a no push marker.
After actually being able to imagine something and like actually put it on the computer and see it, and then be able to hold it in your hand because you 3D printed it, it really sparks a lot in your brain, and you start to really think about what you can do. Before Inventionland, I never really imagined actually being able to like make something to solve an issue. But after Inventionland, when you get like you throw like all these different scenarios at us, and we have to create something to solve that problem. It kind of helps show you that it's possible, you know. I'm working on surf skate trucks. When you're surfing, you can't really push off the ground like a skateboard, so they actually carve in the water. And the skateboard trucks I'm making give enough play into the truck so you can actually carve on the cement, so you don't have to like push off anymore.
Be open-minded, learn, just like understand you're probably going to be learning quite a bit in a semi-short amount of time. Just get ready to learn a lot, I guess.
There are a lot of steps to taking this, and that it's okay to make mistakes, because I always want to rush into things and just get it right correctly. So this kind of taught me just to relax, and that prototypes are okay. And honestly, for some kids that are shy, it will help them speak, because he makes you speak to the class, and you have to do that when you're presenting.